The web agency space is going to change forever because of this method that I'm about to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys how to actually build this website, get qualified clients, and on top of that, how to get them to pay you monthly just for doing this easy, simple method. This works best with service-based companies, but you can also apply this to e-com stores. For the sake of this video, we're just going to be looking at service-based companies and actually building the website out for them. And what's nice about this is it actually can apply through almost any service-based business model, whether that's car detailing, landscaping, cleaning services, etc. All right, so let's get into this. The first thing you want to do when getting into all this is make sure you have a set up Instagram account that actually shows you make websites. Now, the thing with mine is I also do brand scaling, running brands for ads, but I have a simple website and I've got quite a bit of followers for some verification and authenticity. So when you're actually hitting them through the DMs, there's no gray area of if you're scamming them or not, because that's probably the biggest roadblock that most of you guys will come to when reaching out to brands or service-based companies. When you're first looking for these companies, you have to find some sort of niche that you're looking for, whether that's, like I said, car detailing or cleaning services. You get the idea. So what you want to do is just type that into the search bar, and you want to just interact with all of the companies in that niche. So if you search up cleaning companies, then you're going to go to all the cleaning companies and just like, follow, comment, do what you have to do, and the algorithm is going to start feeding you their ads. And that's primarily how I find my clients, is just having their ads come up on my Instagram account, and then I can qualify them through just looking at it. And I'm going to show you guys how to qualify a client without really doing anything besides just looking at their Instagram account. Okay, so if we look at this Instagram account right here, we see they only have one follower, they have one post, and it almost looks kind of sketchy of whether or not they actually do detailing, which they probably do, but they seem really new to this, so we're going to avoid that. Any Instagram account that doesn't have enough posts or enough followers, I would honestly avoid, just because it eliminates that part of, do they have money? All right, so here's a perfect example of a service-based company that you are going to reach out to and try to build their website for. So right here, they have a nice logo, they have a nice name, it's a good company. They have almost 400 followers and they do have a website, but as you can see, they've done quite a bit of work. It seems like their last post was 15 weeks ago, and you can only assume that maybe they do more work that they don't post. If we go to the actual website, we can see that it is a little bit congested and almost hard to read. I really don't like how their logo appears, not transparent. It's just a box. I feel like that's quite a bit of a turnoff if somebody's coming to the website and actually trying to get their car detailed. I do like this pricing page, but if you can see the light blue background with the white text, it really is hard to read for the person. And when you're building a website, you just have to know if the customer or lead is confused in any way, they're not going to purchase. So streamlining everything and making everything super easy for the person on your website, it's key to building a good website for your client. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to actually outreach to these clients and get them to work with you just through the DMs. So the first thing we want to say is, hey, love your work. Or we could say, hey, your work is amazing. Seems like you put a little thought behind the message too. And just say, I had a quick question though. This kind of leaves a mystery when they're opening the message, because it could mean a lot of different things in terms of what you're actually asking for. So most of the time they're going to respond just because of how open-ended this question is. Now, this is a company that left me unseen the other day, so I'm going to show you guys the voice message. And I want you guys to know too that companies will leave you unseen. It's not every single company that's going to respond. But this is crazy game. I'm going to be showing you guys my actual message to these clients of how I actually bring them in. Hey, what's up? I appreciate the quick response. I was just looking at your guys' stuff from one of the ads that I saw. It just came across my page. And you guys do, like I said, absolutely amazing work. And I saw that you guys had a Bookly link, but like not an actual website. So I was wondering if that was something that you guys were looking to get done in the near future. I create professional and affordable websites for detailing companies. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm going to drop my number below. You can shoot me a text, give me a quick call, do whatever you got to do. But if not, no worries. So yeah, I appreciate it, man. Okay, so that guy right there had a Bookly link, which is just like a quick website where it's just a contact form. It's not really professional, and you can't add your own domain, so it says .bookly.com after their website name. So unfortunately, this client did not respond to me. We might have a follow-up later, but I highly doubt it. A lot of people will leave you unseen, as I said before. But it's also super important to know that the more messages you send, the more chances that you have of somebody actually getting back to you. And the goal is to send about 30 to 50 messages a day on Instagram. And especially if it's a new account, I would start even lower than that, just so you don't get banned. Okay, so we're going to use the same account again as an example for building a website, assuming that they actually did respond and they're interested in our service of building them a website. So what you want to do is get like a screenshot tool like this. You want to copy this section and you want to go over to ChatGPT, drop the screenshot in there and say this: can you build me a Hostinger Horizon script for this detailing? Actually, we're going to change this. We're going to put and about me, about a section. So ChatGPT is going to spit out a script specifically built for Hostinger Horizon, which is going to be the AI platform using to build this website. And what I really like about this is it keeps everything super clean and simple without the human error. So all you have to do is come in here, start from the title, and you bring it all the way down to the color theme. I don't really include the tips. Sometimes it gives me them, sometimes it doesn't. But we just come in here and copy and paste that. Next thing you want to do is go into Hostinger Horizon and you want to sign up for one of the plans that they offer, but you also have to sign up for the Hostinger Horizon services. So there are two different services that you're going to be signing up for. The first one just includes the domains and how many websites you can create to actually be able to get into Hostinger Horizon. And once you're in Horizon, then you can purchase their plan from there. I'm actually going to drop my link in here. When you sign up, you get 25 free messages to input into Hostinger Horizon. Unlike most websites where you have to go in and drag everything yourself and type everything out, the way that you edit a website through Hostinger Horizon is literally just a chat box. So imagine you have your website on the right side of your screen and ChatGPT on the left side of your screen, and everything you told ChatGPT, it automatically put into the website. That's what Hostinger Horizon is, and it's an absolutely awesome and amazing tool that I've been using to just create simple websites for these service-based companies. I'm also going to put my link just to sign up for Hostinger. That link does have a discount code attached to it, so you will be able to get a plan for cheap. That plan also has discount codes attached to their monthly services. I think it's like $30 a year or something. It's really not too bad. But like I said, I'll leave both of those links below. I highly recommend that you guys sign up for this right after this video. So we're going to throw this script into there and hit send. It does take about a minute or two to generate the initial base of the website, but after that, any changes you make from there are usually pretty fast, anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds. So as you can see, the website is literally coding it right behind the screen in front of our eyes, which I think is just absolutely crazy. It's so cool to watch AI just build an entire website that usually would take hours to do right in front of you. Alright, so as you can see, it built out a pretty nice website, besides the fact that we have to change a few things on the website. One of those being the logo, another being the background, because that's not the actual name of the company. Now, if you go down, you can see that it did input before and afters like I asked, and it also showed the pricing, along with their extra services and a contact form. Now, each thing up here, we'll just drag them down. So that's super sick, and you can also go on mobile version and see how that looks. So what we're going to do is drag and drop these before and after pictures, and we're going to tell Hostinger Horizon that these are before and after pictures and where to put them. So we're going to say these are the before and after pictures of the interior of a car. Please input them into the designated spot. So now what the website is going to do is actually put these pictures into the before and after sections of our website. All right, so the website's completed entering in those photos. Let's see how it did. Okay, so it mixed up the two. We have to go back into the chat box and just tell them to switch them. For the sake of this video, we're not going to be doing that. But as you can see, the Hosting Horizon site can make mistakes, especially when you don't give it enough information. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, hit my DMs, or join the Discord link in the description. I highly recommend, as I'm always in there, super active, helping people out do this stuff every single day. So when your website's fully done, what you can do is come over here and hit publish. And this is going to publish the website to the internet. And after this, you can enter in your client's domain so their website is running and they can link it to their bio. Okay, so let's talk about pricing, because this is a hard part for people to really understand of how to actually price a website for your client. One thing I will say is you need to understand how they are as a company just based off of their Instagram, which is a hard stereotype to make, but it really helps in the long run when you're reaching out to businesses and you're not asking for too much money or asking for too little money. Over time, you'll just start to get a sense of which clients to reach out to, how much they're making roughly, and things start to come together the more you do this. Most of the time, what I like to do is just charge one upfront fee and then a $150 a month retainer for these websites. Now, the one-time build fee is telling them that you're going to be setting up their website, optimizing SEO, and getting everything squared away so it is launched and ready to go. And the $150 a month, you want to explain to your client that it includes the SEO updates, the updates to the site's productivity and efficiency, and also the content that you have to input every now and then. But really, you're not doing too much with the site, and it's just sitting and you're collecting the cash. This is why I love this business model, because it's really rinse and repeat, but it also collects a small retainer every month, which you can stack endlessly. Another amazing thing about this tool is if you have any skills in advertising, meta ads, which I highly recommend you learn about. Like I said, we teach this in the Discord as well, but you need to learn that sales process in running meta ads. So after some time, you can actually reach out to this client and say, hey, the website's going really well. Let's push some traffic into it and run meta ads. This same method also generates you more money. On top of that, you could probably charge a $500 retainer just for running their ads. So in a sense, this business model could be really short term in terms of just charging them up front and collecting cash every time you build a website, but it can also be long term in the sense that you build them, you get $150 a month, and eventually work it up to $500 a month or $1,000 or more just because you got the trust and you're just more involved with their business. So there's three areas you're building trust with your client. One is through the DMs. As you're DMing them, you're building some slow and initial trust, the baby steps and the groundwork of everything. And the second time is through actually completing the website and getting it done. And the third way you're building trust with them is just time, making sure that you actually can run the website, you're a loyal business partner to work with them, and therefore you build a stronger trust and connection with them as well. So to end this video up, let's wrap up everything we've kind of learned. So the first thing you have to do is find and qualify a client. So you're going to go into their DMs and you're going to make sure that they actually have the money for a website and potentially to run ads in the future, and that they're just a growing business. You're going to pitch your offer in their DMs, just kind of starting a conversation and then sending a voice message as your main pitch. Remember to keep this under like 30 seconds. When there's some interest, you're going to create the site, publish it, and send them that link as a preview link to see if they actually like it. Most of the time, people really like these websites, and they're going to want to have them, so that's when you bring in the pricing and you hop on a call with them to explain the initial setup cost. And in the future, what you want to do is run ads for them and gain even more money off of that client. After that, it's literally rinse and repeat. It's such an easy business model, and honestly, I don't know how more people aren't talking about this, but if you're seeing this video, you're early. So thank you guys for watching the video. I'm going to drop more sauce about this Just leave a comment what you guys want to see, any questions you have, and if I can make a video on it, I most definitely will. So thank you, and I'll see y'all in the next one.